While most Floridians were focused on the election results from this week, something happened in St. Johns County that could affect how the agricultural land is developed across our entire state. And I don't see hardly anybody talking about it. On August 19th, the St. Johns County Commission voted 3-2 to certify two pieces of agricultural land known as Heritage East and Heritage West. Together, these properties cover approximately 1,200 acres near I-95 and State Road 207. According to the local reporting, the proposals could eventually allow nearly 15,000 homes at the maximum density discussed. Let me be very clear, 15,000 homes were not given final approval that day. The land was certified as an agricultural enclave, opening the door for developers to submit their plans under a new, faster process. But that process is exactly why people need to pay attention. The Florida Senate Bill 686 took effect on July 1st. Now, under this new law, certain agricultural properties surrounded by existing or planned development can be treated as though residential development is already a conforming use, even when the county's existing comprehensive plan or zoning says otherwise. Once a property meets the state's qualifications, local officials have very little room to stop it, simply because residents are worried about traffic or overcrowded schools, water supplies, or losing more farmland. The chairman of the county commission admitted that he wasn't happy about the growth, but said the commissioners were bound by state law. Now, that should concern every Floridian. I believe in private property rights, and I understand that farmers and landowners should have the right to use or sell their property. However, I also believe that the people living in these communities deserve a meaningful voice when thousands of potential homes could be added all around them. According to Jacksonville Today, after these properties are certified, the development plans will still face staff-level reviews involving schools and natural resources. However, the projects will not return to the county commission or the public for another approval vote. And this is much bigger than just those two properties. St. Johns County received 6 initial applications covering more than 6,500 acres shortly after the law took effect. Another application involving approximately 4,500 acres near Nocatee is still pending. Now, representatives for that property have discussed as many as 4,500 homes, 1 home per acre. That decision is currently scheduled for September 1st. Supporters say that this law protects landowners from unnecessary government red tape when their agricultural land is already surrounded by development. Opponents say it weakens local control and gives developers a fast track to turn Florida farmland into subdivisions. Now, the law passed Florida Senate 34-2 and the House 90-20 before Governor Ron DeSantis approved it in April. Most of its new agricultural enclave provisions are temporary and scheduled to expire on January 1st, 2028. So why create this fast-track window in the first place? How many properties will enter this process before it closes? And could agricultural land in Sarasota, Manatee, or your county be next? This isn't about opposing every new home or every new development. Florida is growing and families need places to live. But growth must be responsible. Roads, schools, water, drainage, and emergency services all have limits. Once productive farmland is covered with concrete, we won't get it back. Floridians need to know what Senate Bill 686 does before thousands of additional new acres quietly move through this process. Because by the time residents finally realize what is being planned around them, their opportunity to influence the decision may already be gone. And that's the Reynolds perspective. Thanks for watching.